Okay guys, in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at the Topdon Artidiag800 diagnostic package. It's a mid-level diagnostic package which covers all of your main systems and does certain special functions as well. So first of all, let's take a look at what's in the box. Okay, so we have this tool plugged into our BMW right now, and as you can see, it has a nice well lit display screen, very handy to use, very sort of it's quite a big size in fact, so it means that all of the buttons are easy to access and all of the menus on screen are very easy to see and well laid out. So we're going to go through some of the top things that you need to know about this tool, and first of all I would say, if I was to summarize what is the Topdon Artidiag800, I would say it's a mid-level all system scan tool which allows you to get access to 15 special service functions, and it's basically going to allow you to diagnose and reset all of the systems within your vehicle. Who is the tool aimed at? Well, I would personally say that this is aimed at maybe enthusiasts who have more than one vehicle to look after, any families who have a fleet of cars that they need to look after within their own family, any small garages, small workshops, mobile mechanics or fleet managers, anybody who has sort of more than one vehicle to look after. I would say this tool would certainly come in use for you. How much is the tool? Well, at the time of making this video it is £399. Please though understand that sometimes these prices will fluctuate, so if you look at the price when you're watching the video, it may well be a little bit different, but that's the price at the time of making the video. And where should you buy this tool? Well, there are fakes, there are clones on the market, unfortunately. My advice is to use the link in the description below this video, and that will take you directly to the product, the official and genuine Topdon product. I've had a little play around with this tool before we came on video, and I would say I'm honestly quite impressed, and I'm going to go through some of the reasons as to why I'm impressed. So how is the tool powered? Well, it does have an internal battery. It also gets its charge by plugging it into the diagnostic port. So you can see we've got a lead on the top here. This lead goes into the diagnostic port of the vehicle, so that's currently I think it's charging the vehicle as it sits. It also comes with, as you saw earlier though, a USB charger to plug in to a standard plug or computer, PC, laptop, whatever you want, to charge the tool. Which manufacturers are covered? Well, let's have a look. So if we can, what I'm going to say is you can either use the touchscreen option, or if you go back to the home, you can use the side buttons here. So whatever's easiest for yourself. Now, for the purpose of the video, I would say it's probably easier for me to use the buttons because I've got both hands on the tool here. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on to diagnose, and what we'll do is we'll take a look. You can see like a small bluish sort of circle or square around each one. So we'll have a look at the manufacturers. Now we'll go down and just pause the video if you want to get a closer look at any of these screens. I'll go back up once we've hit the bottom though. There we go. So scroll back up. These are the list of manufacturers that the tool does cover. So quite a good range there. Once you've used this tool a few times, you can click onto all, or you can click onto history, and that will give you an option as to which vehicles it shows you. But my advice would just be to keep it on all. So what systems are covered? Well, it's going to cover all systems within your vehicle. So as an example, we're in a BMW right now, so we'll just go through, and we don't want to exit that. So we're going to click OK. It's telling us it's pretty much up to 2019, and we can either do an automatic search or a manual select of our vehicle. So I think the easiest thing to do is go automatic search, and what that's probably going to do is find our vehicle automatically instead of having to type in 3 series, 320 diesel, specific engine information, etc. So we'll give this a few seconds to load through and find the vehicle. There we go, so it's found the vehicle, it's found the VIN number, and we are happy with that, so we'll click on to next. So what you can either do is you can either click onto a health report, a system scan, or a system selection. So what we can do is if we go system selection, there we go, and we click on to drive. These are the systems it will access within the engine system. Okay, and then if we go back to the chassis system, these are the systems it will cover within the chassis system, and then in the body of the vehicle it covers a lot more. There we go, so it's classed as an all system scan tool, but there is another thing that I wanted to show you as well. If we go to health report, what this is going to do, I've noticed on this screen here it does take a few extra seconds to register once you've actually hit the button. So it's going to go through all of the systems and it's going to find faults in any of the systems which do occur, and then it's going to give you a report at the end of it. So I think that's really good and really intuitive if you wanted to give this information to, say for example, like a customer or anybody who wanted to know. So you can see this vehicle does have a few faults in it. We'll click on report, and then you can scroll down. It's telling you the systems in which it has faults, and then what you can ultimately do is click on share, providing you've got a Wi-Fi connection, which you are required to do before you set up in any case. It will do this, put a message in, and it'll send the attachment of the report that we've just given. So that's just a little additional quite handy feature, I believe. So if we go back now, what I want to do is I want to give you an example of the fault code that we've set up. So we've set up a specific fault in this vehicle. We can see we've got an airbag light on the dashboard there. So what I want to show you is exactly what kind of information you will get with a fault like this, or any fault really. So if we click on to the body system and we click into the first one, which is the airbag system, it's going to communicate with the airbag system. Okay to that, then we can go to read fault code. So these are the fault codes that it's giving us. Now what we did is we simply unclipped a connection underneath the driver's seat. We've put it back together, but these are the fault codes that we're still getting. So we did expect to see that, but what I'm going to do now is just go into clear fault code, and when I do this, just keep an eye on the airbag light, which is right there. So we'll clear fault code completed, and as you can see, the airbag light has turned off. So that's an example of what information it will give you when a fault occurs. Now while we're in this section, well, not this exact section, but in the drive section, we're going to go to the engine, and I'm going to show you a little bit of live data. So you click on, you get into the system, you go on to read data stream. So this would give you live information about how the vehicle is performing. So we can go to lots of different systems. You can also get information, live information, from things like the ABS sensors, all of the engine sensors, operating variables. You can select all, click on to OK. So you see you've got lots of different temperatures for different parameters within the vehicle. Oil temperature, for example, oil temperature in the transmission. You've got your wheel speed sensors, ABS sensors there. So lots of live information, and I believe you can get the graphing information from this as well. But that is just a quick example of the live data. Now when it comes to the 15 service functions that this tool will give you, if we go on to services and we then go OK, Oh, we may need to come out of this first of all. There we go, come out of that, come out of that. So we'll click onto the services option, and then these are the special functions that the vehicle will give you. So you've got brake reset, oil reset, steering angle sensor reset, battery registration and reset, ABS brake bleeding, electronic throttle relearn, TPMS reset, DPF regeneration, AFS reset, gear learning, gearbox reset, immobilizer, injector, sunroof and suspension reset. So if you need to calibrate like your suspension, or you need to do a DPF regeneration, reset the oil service message, do some injector coding, do some ABS brake bleeding, this is where you would come for that. So these are really good options which generally only the garage or the your workshop will have access to, but this tool allows you to do these functions yourself and puts the power in your hands. So that's a really good option, and really what sort of puts the value in this tool really. When it comes to updates, you'll be pleased to know that this tool gives you free updates for life. Some of the Autel tools, which are, I would probably say, the rivals, they do have update fees, generally costing sort of up to $250 per year, but this one is you get free updates for life. The updates are very easy to do. You just click on the upgrade option, and so long as you've got a Wi-Fi connection, you can go through and do the updates on screen. This tool, as you see, needs 36 updates, so 36 little bits of software adjustments and updates this tool is ready to do. I'm going to do that once this video is complete though. I might do a video on that as well and upload that as well. So can you print faults? It can print faults. What you can do is by sharing the reports which I showed you earlier, you can do it that way, and but you can't print directly from this, so you wouldn't sort of transfer information from this to your PC, for example. You share it via email and then you print it from the email. When it comes to languages, that would be in the settings option. So if we go down to network language, and then if we scroll down, it shows you a few different languages. There we go. But once we are in this section, may as well show you this screen brightness, sound, your Wi-Fi network, date and time, language, emails, recovery, information, about, and screen captures. So that's that. We've showed you the box instructions. Now, what about this tool? If, say for example, you wanted to give this tool to somebody who had little or no experience, would I recommend this tool for somebody in that situation? I would say 100% yes. You can't do any damage to the vehicle, you can't do any damage to the tool itself. If there's a problem somewhere along the line, you will get a message up saying that, so don't worry about that. It's very easy to use. One thing I haven't mentioned actually, if you click on diagnose, you can click onto the auto detect and it will automatically collect the VIN information from the vehicle, which will allow you to instantly get information about the vehicle and then start diagnosing the vehicle. Alright, what about the other menu icons? Well, I've showed you one of them just there. I'll need to come out of this now. Just click on end session. Yes, I do want to end that, just so I can show you the other screens. IM readiness, so this gives you a quick report again on things like emissions in certain areas. Certain criteria need to be met, so you can see the misfires are fine, fuel systems, and a lot of other systems here which are fine and ready to go. It just tells you that the systems are ready and they are available to get information from. So that's that. What else? So OBD2, that's just a really quick way of getting engine information, or engine faults and engine live data. Services we've been through. Battery voltage will give you the battery voltage, the current, and it's like a live data graphing thing, so that shows you there's a little bit of fluctuation there, which you would expect on any battery. Upgrade I've showed you, and the data screen just gives you can make screenshots of whatever you're doing, so it'll go in the images section. Firmware fixes, frequently asked questions, previous history on reports and things that you've done in the past with this tool. Does it double up as a tablet, like a you know, could you download like apps on it and browse the internet on it? Unfortunately, you can't. You don't have the facility to do that with this particular tool. It must remain always a diagnostic tool. And how fast is delivery? Well, we waited 2 days for this from the point of order, so expect 1 to 2 days delivery for this tool, which is about the norm these days. And yeah, I would honestly definitely recommend it. I'm really impressed with the screen layout, the way that you can use the touch screen, all the buttons on the side. Really impressed with the way that you can share the information to an email address, which makes printing a lot easier. So impressed with the amount of special functions it has as well, which really open this tool up to becoming a very, very powerful tool, and a more powerful tool that you know, all of your friends will have if you need. So they will probably end up coming to you for use of this tool. But on the subject of that, you know, there's no reason why you can't use this as a business tool, you know, a garage, a workshop, a mobile mechanic, whatever you need to do. So I'll definitely recommend it, and remember the links are in the description below this video. If you are interested, use the links, because that will take you to the genuine and official products. Alright, so thanks very much for watching, and I hope this video has helped.